Hey everyone, my name is Camille Serrano from Confetti Yoga, and today I will be speaking about the mental and emotional effects of aromatherapy in our lives. So, Dada here is just gonna get a little lecture on aromatherapy. So, aromas are something that we often experience without even just realizing it, right? So, we smell something and immediately our body responds. Sometimes it can bring like comfort or sometimes attraction, sometimes hunger. It depends on what you're smelling, sometimes even a rejection. And there's even times that it's something that triggers your memory, right? So today I just want to go ahead and explore how scents can affect our emotions, our mind, and our inner state. And also how we can use some of the essential oils with intention. So we already know that aromas can affect us in a lot of different ways. For example, when we smell food that we love, the body is going to respond with the trigger of hunger or just cravings. And then when we smell trash, like I did earlier today, or something that's just unpleasant, we may feel disgust, rejection, repulsion. So that's just the body reacting, right, to a scent. If it's a perfume we love, it's gonna bring either attraction, comfort, just happiness. It can even remind us of a moment, a person, something specific in our life. This just shows that scents actually do have a reaction in our body and in our minds. So aromatherapy just works with this idea. And it uses natural scents, especially essential oils, to support a specific emotional or mental state. So it's not about forcing the body to feel something, but about creating an environment that supports what we need. Because, for example, sometimes we just need to feel calm. Sometimes we're studying and we need to focus. Sometimes we just need like emotional softness or grounding. And so different scents and different essential oils can help us just move towards those emotional states, towards those feelings with more awareness and with more ease. I will now just provide some examples of some oils that I personally love and use the most. And I will be explaining why I use them and what they're good for, okay? So let's just start with lavender, my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite, but lavender is the most common essential oil used for relaxation. It comes from a flower, and mentally and emotionally, lavender is known to help to create this sense of calm, peace, and softness. It is commonly used when the mind is feeling like anxious or overstimulated. So you can definitely use lavender oil like at night. In classes, I love to use it before you sleep, during moments of stress, in the car driving, when you're meditating. There's so many uses to it, right? Because it's for a stressful moment. Shavasana, if you're a yoga practitioner, is a great moment to use it. So if you have your lavender essential oil, you can just bring it here, take a deep breath, and then have peace of mind in Shavasana. So the next essential oil that I'm going to talk about is eucalyptus, okay? So eucalyptus comes from the eucalyptus tree, and the scent is very like fresh and strong. So mentally and emotionally, the eucalyptus helps us feel awake and clear and refreshed. So many people tend to use eucalyptus when they feel mentally heavy or tired or emotionally just stuck. So because of the cooling sensation of it, which we love, it can also create this feeling of openness when you breathe it in, right? So like creating space within you. So it is also very used when you have, I don't know how you say, a cold, right? But you can also use it in the mornings. You can use it while you're showering is a very good option. But anytime you just want to feel like mentally refreshed and be present, you can go ahead and use eucalyptus. So the next oil would be lemon oil, which is a citrus essential oil, just known for its bright and energizing scent. Lemon, mentally and emotionally, can help you improve your focus, which is great, the alertness, and just clarity in general. It is also like often associated with freshness and mental energy. So this is the reason why many people use it while studying, working, or moments of fatigue. Lemon can also just be helpful during the daytime because it's uplifting. So before starting work, while cleaning a space, or just anytime you want to feel mentally awake or motivated. For me, this is the one I use for cleaning. I just love the way it smells, and it makes a space feels like fresh and it's just bright. I don't know, I love it. For cleaning, it's my top favorite essential oil. So the next one, next oil would be orange essential oil, which is also a citric oil. Is a little bit softer than lemon in its vibrantness, but it provides a feeling of comfort and of joy and of warmth, and it's like emotional ease. So many people do use this orange oil, for example, during stressful periods, because it can help create just a lighter emotional atmosphere. I used to work at a spa and we used like the orange essential oil for like the scent. So that's how good it is for the space, right? Because if a spa wants to use it on their burners, it is perfect for moments that you need ease. Also, if you're like feeling sadness or emotional heaviness, it's very uplifting. Or just simply when somebody wants to create like a comforting and uplifting environment. And it's probably my favorite scent of all. I know I said lavender at the beginning, but orange is awesome. So essential oil number 5 will be clary sage. So clary sage is an essential oil with a deeper earthy scent, okay? It is very often associated with emotional release and emotional balance. So many people do use it during periods of stress or emotional overwhelm, right? Because it's grounding, or just like emotional tension. It really does help create a feeling of softness and grounding. It can also be very good for journaling and meditation, emotional healing practices. So when you need to be grounded, or just quiet moments, right? When you just want to reconnect and feel like emotionally centered. So that would be clary sage. And then for the very last one will be myrrh. So myrrh is an essential oil that has been used for centuries in like spiritual and ceremonial practices. The scent of myrrh is deep, warm, and grounding. Definitely my best one, my favorite one for grounding. Myrrh may help create this sense of like stillness, reflection, and inner connection. So many people do use it for meditation or just moments of silence because it can create an atmosphere that feels calm, sacred, and just introspective. So myrrh is often used during meditation, during prayers, deep reflections, or moments where someone just wants to slow down and just connect inward and be grounded. It's, for me, it's the grounding one. But for me, it's like very special as a Christian to know like myrrh was gifted to Jesus on his birth, right? And we're here 2,000 years later and I still can smell it. So I feel like connected to history in that way. I really love that particularity of myrrh essential oil. So to sum everything up, our essential oils, we can use lavender to reduce stress and find calmness. We can use eucalyptus to feel clarity and to feel awake. We can use lemon oil to improve focus and for cleaning, definitely use it for cleaning. Then use orange oil for just to create a comforting and uplifting environment. Use clary sage when feeling overwhelmed to just create a grounding sensation or journaling. And then myrrh, you can use it when everything feels chaotic, just to bring this sense of inner stillness. And as we can see, aromatherapy may influence how we feel mentally and emotionally. Our whole experience of the present moment can be just influenced by the smell. Even though those scents, this may seem like a very small detail, but it can really strongly affect just the atmosphere around us and really the way that we experience certain moments in our lives. You know, that's actually why we love candles and perfumes. So the beautiful thing about aromatherapy is that it really just invites us to become more intentional and aware of what are we feeling and what we may need emotionally and mentally. Sometimes we just need to feel energized. Sometimes we need to rest. Sometimes we just need, whatever the need is, we can be supported by this. So this can just become one tool that support us through different states of our lives and our moments. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Jada, for listening. However, I'm gonna just open questions. I know that I just have Jada here, so Jada, do you have any questions? Let me just bring the mic closer to you.
How much essential oil should I essentially use? What is too much or what is too little?
That is a great question. I think that essential oils are measured by drops. That's the way I measure it, at least. And what I do is it depends on where or how are we using it. So in the hands, I would just do from 3 to maybe 5 drops. 5 drops is a lot, by the way. So you can just do 3 drops on your hands and just rub them together until you make a little bit of heat, and then you breathe it, right? But if, for example, I'm using it in my bathroom, so I do use eucalyptus in my bathroom. So I just like throw drops in the corners. I don't really measure much. I'm like, yes, and until I'm smelling it, and then I take a bath. If you're using it in a burner, I usually would add it to my wax. So I have like natural wax burners, and then I just add drops of essential oils in it. So if it's a burner, it can be anywhere from 5 to 8 drops. It's really a personal preference, though. Maybe some people will have another perspective on that, but that's what I would do. And so I said hands, to clean. So to clean is very different. So lemon oil, I buy it like in ounces, but I do use like a lot of lemon oil to clean, and I just like add it to like water and I mop with it. So on that one, I would say I would measure it in ounces and maybe use like anywhere from half an ounce to 1 full ounce of lemon oil to clean. And then I also use it, because I do use it a lot to clean. So I also use lemon oil to create my dish cleansing soap. So I do my own cleansing soap for cleaning the dishes. And lemon is really good because it really it cleans deeply. So everything like feels like squeaky clean. It's so good. So it really depends on which one you're using and for what purpose. The different amounts that you're going to use. But if it's in your hands, it's just going to be 3 drops and that's it. Any other questions, Jada?
No. All good.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you have any more questions, you can just leave them down below. Thank you for my teachers at Ulu Yoga that made this moment possible, because this is really for my Ulu teacher certification practice. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love it. I really do use them a lot. I hope you can use them and make the best out of this situation. And I do hope you use them too, Jada, a little bit more. Well, see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Camille from Confetti Yoga. And if you want to connect, just follow my info down below. Okay, bye.